Hey guys! So, I'm back with another episode of my Terraria Let's Play series. So first things first, I actually want to change my interface a little bit. Just because I like the classic health and mana style instead of the fancy ones. But besides that, I think we're good to go. So last episode I made this little house and explored a little bit below and then to the right and left of me. I think I'm going to continue to explore just because in these key first stages of a new world, you really want to explore as much as possible, just because you can get some pretty cool chests and loot in those chests. So I decided to go to the left just because I don't really want to face the corruption at this moment, and the desert was on the left, so maybe I can get some more cactus armor just so I'm a little bit more, I have a little bit more defense against some of the mobs. But yeah, one of the things I really love about Terraria is just I'm a big fan of the pixel art. Like, I don't know, it's just gorgeous. I love all the backgrounds, just how they really provide a good sense of environment and just like detail work. But then I also really love all the pixel art for like the sprites and for all the weapons and the tools, and I just think it looks really cool. So as you can see, there was a couple cactuses growing, but I passed them and I don't want to go back for them since I want to try to make it as far left as possible before it turns nighttime. So as I'm fighting this vulture, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a little herb to the left of me in between those next two cactuses, and that's called a water leaf. And it forms in the desert, and it's used to help make water breathing potions and a bunch of other stuff. So fun fact about the Terraria herbs is that you can get the seeds from them at different points during the day. At different points during the day or different, like different settings. So for water leaf, as you can see, whenever I broke it, I could get seeds. Whenever I broke it, I could get the herb itself, but I didn't get the seeds unless I actually submerged the water leaf in water. So the reason I stopped is because right here, there's a little day bloom, and I can break it, and I got both the day bloom itself and the seeds, and the reason is because the day bloom gives you its seeds when it's morning. So at any time it's morning, you can get the day bloom seeds, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I kind of just swing my sword a lot just because I try to collect as much resources and stuff as possible, just because I really do like getting some herbs. Oh gosh. As you can see by the background change, we're dealing another corruption, which is good and bad, I guess. Bad for me because I actually have to fight. Oh gosh, I need gel. I should have killed those slimes. But good because eventually, once you get past the corruption, you could get like a jungle or like a snow area, and that's always cool to explore. So I guess I'll just have to go through it to the best of my abilities and hopefully don't die. So that's the thing in Terraria, at least how I play, is that it really is okay if you die a little bit in the beginning, just because you really don't lose anything unless you've stopped putting like things in your chest, especially the coins, just because that's the only thing that you can really lose on classic mode. So as you can see here, we just found another chest, so that's always good. Personal preference of mine is that I always like grabbing the chest. I hate leaving things unattended if I've already been there, so I always make sure to grab every single piece of loot and the chest itself, since that's kind of a piece of loot. Oh, I don't know why I fell down there when there was nothing there. But see, that's another thing, is I really like to light up the area as good as possible, just because it helps. Mainly the visibility. I don't really know if it stops mobs from spawning like in Minecraft, but I just like to do it just so I can see better. And now that I'm recording, I want you guys to be able to see what's on my screen as well. So right now, oh, I hear a digger. That's like the little worm guys that come up. Right now I'm getting some sand because I really like to make glass. just use it to decorate my houses and stuff. The thing about sand though is that it's one of the only blocks affected by gravity, kind of like Minecraft sand and gravel, so it takes a little bit to mine. I think I'm gonna go. So here's another thing is that if you break it a little bit, it kind of leaves a little bit of damage in the block, and I don't really like looking at it, so I try to break it away as much as possible. So I'm actually gonna go back up to the surface because I kind of want to make it through the corruption, just because it's kind of gross and I want to see what's on the other side of it before it turns night. Ugh, no, I'm just past it. So yeah, so what I was saying last video is that the corruption spread. So as we continue to play more in this world, you'll see that this corruption will begin to overtake the hill, and that's a little bit frightening, just because it tends to go by pretty quickly, especially once you reach hard mode, where it turns the corruption in like days. It feels like Terraria days, not in real life days. Oop. God, I am not used to being this weak. The last time I played Terraria, I was a little bit further along the progress, so it wasn't too scary. Also, we're not going to mention that I just missed like every shot. That's another thing with the corruption, is that it's a little bit hard to traverse just because of all these pitfalls and these like tunnels. And the tunnels actually lead to kind of a larger cavern where you can summon the second boss. Well, I guess it really isn't the second boss. You can kind of defeat them in any order. Like, it's a bit more open-ended than some of the bosses in later game. But I tend to defeat it second just because I like defeating the worm. What is it? The Eater of Worlds before. Was it the Destroyer? I think it's Eater. Before I defeat Skeletron, just because Skeletron's a little bit bad to fight, at least for me personally. Oh, I'm gonna die. Yep. Well, it's okay. We explored a little bit more, and like I said before, I tend to not get too hung up on my death, especially in the beginning, just because I'm pretty weak and all. Yeah, so we explored a nice little chunk. I guess I could always just go to this side now. Actually, I'm gonna stay and chop down some wood just because I was running a bit low, and I might terraform the front of my house a little bit, like this area right now. And then I also want to start planting some more acorns, just because I do tend to use a lot of wood in construction, so it's always good to have a surplus of it. Plus, I can also start building more houses, because now that I have quite a bit of money, I could probably get the merchant to spawn, and that would be helpful. Oh, squirrel, no! Oh, good. I was like, oh, damn it. I was worried I was gonna hit him, and then I did, so. My fears. Ooh. So yeah, that was like a little rock, kind of. It's like in the background, and it'll spawn worms that are pretty good for fishing. That's actually one of the achievements I need to complete, is because I don't really go fishing that much. So I would like to take as many quests with the angler to try to get more fishing stuff done. Oh, why'd you shoot him? You're lucky I was here to protect you, Cody. Yeah, so I'm just gonna pick this area to start flattening out a little bit, just so I can have a little bit more space to fit mobs in, and just so it looks a little bit neater than all these little small hills and mountains. Oops, I'm sorry, squirrel, and the bunny. I'm sorry. That was probably the slime's fault, not mine. So yeah, I'm collecting these sunflowers just because they look pretty and they glow a little bit, which is always cool, but also because they help prevent the corruption from spreading. So the corruption can still spread like underneath it. So like if it started here and actually go through the ground and pop out the other side, but they help slow down the spread, so that's always cool. Where is my dirt? Oh, it's right here. I am blind. And then while I'm here, I'm actually going to start planting some of these acorns just so I'll have more trees to grow. Oh, they can only be planted on oops. They can only be planted on grass, so I gotta wait till that spreads a little bit more. That's okay. Oh, one thing I wanted to build is a hammer, actually, because you see these dirt walls? In order to get rid of them, you can't use a pickaxe or an axe. You actually have to use a hammer. So I can make this nice wooden one right here. And then I can actually make some more cactus armor, so I guess I'll make these pants, well, leggings, to give myself a little bit more defense. So right now I have 2 defense, which is quite bad, but it's what we're at right now. Oh, and I hear a zombie coming. Oh, so I don't know if you guys just saw that, but I switched from actually having to move my cursor to break each block to having this like automatic tracking system, and that's just pressing control, which is pretty cool. I guess I should kill. Oops, I just wasted that arrow. It's okay. And I'm just gonna light up this area just a little bit, just so it's easier to see. Yeah, so I guess the plan for this video is to, like a bunny cloud, is to either go to the left or the right and start trying to get past the corruption. One thing I could do is I could make a bed, I guess, though I don't have silk or anything yet, so that's, never mind. Just to try to get past the doom, so I can see what lies beyond it. Also, I heard a shooting star that was like the twinkling noise, and those are really helpful, because if you look over here, so I have my life and then I have my mana, which is basically how you power your magic, and these mana, you can make mana stars out of the falling stars, and they give you more like energy to use your magic weapons, so you can do more damage without having to recharge. Speaking of like increasing a stat, you can actually also increase your life stat using these things called life crystals that you can find in like the underground. You can actually increase them further past that, but that's a hard mode thing, so I'm not going to worry about that when I haven't even defeated a boss or anything. So yeah, I'm actually just looking at where I should build a house, because as much as this is nice, I'd like to have a second one. Though I guess I'm probably actually just going to build it directly on top, just so we can get the merchant as soon as possible. So let me see how tall this is, just because I want my houses to be consistent. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll just use these. Okay, so we can create 5 platforms and then the roof. Got it, I'll just do it right here. Well, that was rather rude of you, zombie. The bunny wasn't even doing anything. I didn't realize what I was doing. I guess I'll just make a wall here. And then remove the floor so I can place these platforms, and now I have a 2-story house. Nice. So I'm also killing all the zombies just so we can get some money, so hopefully the merchant will come in. I hear another falling star, which is pretty cool, just because I like to start collecting as much as possible, just so I have more like variety and more opportunity to use the different types of magic weapons. Just because if I find one in a cave or in the dungeon later, I like to have a way to actually use it. Okay, so hopefully, let's see if that house is suitable. Yep, it's suitable, and this is missing a wall, probably because, oh, he moved in there. Let's see. I guess I could just add right here, and then, let's see. Yep, okay, perfect. Those two houses are suitable. And like I was saying last time, since a guide moved into this house without me having, oh gosh, I can't English. Since a guide moved into the house without me placing him in the house, we now have a nice red banner instead of the old banner. Hey, that guy's holding a torch. That's kind of cool. And then I'm going to add a couple sunflowers here to brighten up the area. Oh no, I can't place it because of the... Oh, I guess I can place a smaller one? No. Dang. Okay, I'll figure out somewhere else to place them. Yeah, let me clear out my inventory a little bit, just because it's getting a little crowded, especially if I'm going to go exploring. So I don't need this wood or the gel. I guess I'll put I guess I'll just put all my potion stuff in here. Oh, here's a can of worms. So if I click it, I just get worms, which are good for fishing, like I said before. Okay. So I have quite a little bit of copper, so I don't think I can make anything with it, just because I think I need an anvil, which means I might need more. Let me ask a guide. I think I need more material. Yeah, I think it might be iron for an anvil, like Minecraft. I'm not too sure. Yeah, so these are the cool magic items you can make. So I could actually make this amethyst staff using copper and amethyst, which is pretty cool. I actually think it's the weakest tier because each of the staffs can be created with a different ore and a different crystal, a different gemstone. Actually, amethyst are a type of quartz variety, the SiO2. Sorry, I'm a geology major, so I know a little bit about just about the chemical compositions and about rocks and minerals. But as I was saying, is that you can actually make these staffs using different ores and crystals and the gemstones. So I believe you can make like a diamond one, an emerald one, using like silver and iron and tungsten. I don't really know, since each world kind of has its own ores. I think I touched on it briefly, but there are 6 different types of ores, and there's like different tiers. So you can either get it from the A or B tier. So like if you got copper, there's a secondary one you can't get. I'm not too sure what it is at the moment, since I kind of skip over the ores altogether. Because honestly, I kind of go straight towards making stuff out of like demon scale and demonite stuff. Though we'll see. But yeah, so it's kind of cool that you can actually use these ores to make different weapons and stuff, rather than having it be like copper in Minecraft, where there isn't too much to deal with at the moment. Yeah, so I'm gonna actually put these coins away, and then I love Terraria chests because you can sort the items and it's all nice and neat, and it just makes me happy that I don't have to do it. So yeah, I'm gonna let the zombies just walk away off screen because then they'll despawn since it's turning day, and then I guess I'll go take a crack at the light side again, just because I died 13 minutes ago over there and I kind of want to see what's over there. I should kill him just so I can have more gel, so I can turn it into torches. That's always nice. I do have health potions, which are also nice, so you can use them if needed, instead of just dying constantly. Oop, I did not see that death weed. That's what's giving me those little damages. It's that stuff right there that I just walk into all the time. Like there. I need a better sword, because right now the bow is where it's at, and I'd like to have something else to deal a little bit more damage. Oh, there's my tombstone from when I died. I guess I'll take it. Actually, I'm gonna leave it, just because why not? And if I die in the same spot, that's... Oh, and I just use a health potion. That's gonna be great. Oh, it's so dark. And I'm using torches instead of fighting. Gosh dang. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back up there. I can't let them continue to beat me at this area. It's gonna be cluttered and it's gonna be a graveyard eventually, so... one thing though is I should probably make more flaming arrows, since that's what's doing my damage, and... Okay, let's do this. I guess I should also have some wooden platforms and easy to reach. Oh, and then I also have grenades, which are pretty cool. So there's like grenades, bombs, and TNT, and then the latter two can actually destroy blocks. But these grenades can just harm like players or animals or mobs. So that's kind of cool. I actually don't know if they damage NPCs, but I actually haven't thrown one at them to find out, just because that's a little bit cool. And then one thing I am going to do is I'm going to cover these holes that I keep jumping over, just so I can just run straight across instead of having to jump. Just because it'll help me if I continue to die and I need to traverse this area. Oop. Well, I'll just leave that there since I don't really want to... How am I dying so easily? And you know, and if I die at the same spot, you know what? We're gonna do this. We're... Oops. Well, that's fine. A little bit of the coward's way out. But it'll be fine right now until I heal. So let me actually light this up. What sucks is I actually can't mine through this Evanstone yet, just because my pickaxe doesn't have enough breaking power. It kind of sucks because, like in Minecraft, you can mine obsidian even without a diamond pickaxe. You just won't get the block. This, I could be at this for days and it won't do anything. Let me... Oh, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I was like, I know you could aim through. You just gotta be a better shot than I am. I need this up here. Oh, that was the balloon popping. That's kind of a bit frightening. You know, what if I just... Okay. This is quite ugly, so I'll probably get rid of it later, but this would at least give me... Oh, unless I do that and leave them all into... I was gonna say it gives me a little bit of defense since I'm changing the environment to my advantage, but then I just allowed them all to come in, so... I think the next object of my game is to try to get better weapons, so I don't have to keep swinging at these guys for so long. Okay, so we made it past that area. And time to die in this one. Oh, that was a joke, that was a joke. You know, I'd really like to move past the corruption, if that's possible. Just because it's quite disgusting. Oh, no. You know what? We're just gonna do a little bit of a run and jump and do this again? Okay, I do have another health potion, so that's good. It sadly only heals 50, which isn't a lot, but it's better than healing nothing, which is what we were at. When it's turning night. Well, actually, I can't tell because it's so dark in the biome. Oh god, oh gosh, I let him in my house, And Deathweed killed me. That's kind of embarrassing, but it's fine. Actually, it's not called Deathweed, because that's what the herbs we get. It's called something. Well, now I feel like I gotta keep going back there, just because I need to get past it. I need to see what's on the other side. Let's go. Oh, so it wasn't turning night. I guess I should just know from the position of the sun, rather than like the lighting. But it's all good. Okay, here we are, back in the corruption. I'm very glad that this is corruption, instead of crimson. Look, I know I picked the... Oops, I was not ready. I know I picked that this world would have corruption rather than crimson, but if you guys haven't played Terraria, I don't think you know how scary the crimson is. Like, the face eaters are this monstrosity that are like half spider, half deformed human. I don't even know. It's very creepy. And they honestly just freak me out, like, big time. Oh gosh, and we're back here. Let me just do this, but then lock it off. Okay. So let me think. It's turning nighttime, but that's okay. Well, not turning nighttime. I keep saying that, but it's like noon. So as soon as I kill these guys, I can make a run for it, and we'll see. Okay, so I gotta skedaddle this way. Oh god, why is he so fast? Oh god, he's calling reinforcements. Oh, I just wasted a grenade. And there was the boom. It's okay. We're just gonna keep on trucking on. Oop. And I'm not facing the right way. You know what? Why am I backtracking? It's fine. I just drank another health potion, but that's okay. Because they're honestly a dime a dozen in later gameplays, so I'm not too worried about wasting them. Oh, and we made it! Okay. As you can see here, the corruption's actually going to turn this desert. Okay, so I'm just trying to run. Just because I don't want to deal with that vulture. So I'm actually going to use the water to my advantage. The only thing is it doesn't turn my, it turns my arrows into regular arrows instead of the flame. So ones for underwater, but that's okay. I guess I should just switch them so I'm not wasting flame. Okay. Ooh, so now that we're in the desert, we actually may find a pyramid, which would be kind of cool. I'm also going to take some of these cactuses as soon... Oh, that's not what I wanted. As soon as I kill this guy, so I can finally have my headpiece. Okay, so we made it out. That's exciting. And now that I've platformed a lot of the corruption, it's going to be pretty easy to just like run through and not have to worry about the gaps and stuff. Oops. Ooh, I love these little tulips. I won't swing my sword or else it'll break them. So yeah, I'm hoping for some more oh, speak of the devil. Some more chests so I can see what cool loot's in here. And I'm out of torches, okay. Ooh, rope. Okay, so that's also good, is because you can take fall damage at the moment. Oh! Perfect. I love this area. It's like the tundra-y area. As I was saying, you can actually take fall damage. So having rope is pretty good because you can use it to go down like a cabin. What is it? Like a crevasse before, so you don't have to worry about taking too much fall damage. So I'm actually just exploring this area because it's quite nice for chests. You can get different theme chests, like ice chests. And you can get some pretty cool loot in them. I'm always hopeful for ice skates, just because you can use them to glide on ice instead of like falling through and damaging the ice and like crashing to your death. Oh, so this is an ice slime, which does a little bit more damage than a normal slime, I think. And then also can freeze you with its attack. It's like a chance to be frozen or something like that. Okay, so we actually reached a new section, a new strata of the underground. So I can't remember what this is called, but as you can see, there's a change in walls, and now we're actually in slightly deeper territory, and I can't place torches on the walls at the moment. Actually, that's actually kind of cool, because I just ran out of regular torches, so I'm just gonna put these here, and then I guess we'll start using ice torches at the bottom. Okay, ooh, and that's what I was talking about with the ice skates, where if you jump from too large of a height, you can just crash right through it. And that's kind of scary because you expect there. Ooh, I almost fell off. You expect there to be like a place for you to fall, but a place for you to land. I mean, and then you just fall. So as you can see, I just put a lot of rope just because I don't know how far this area will be, and it's always nice to have some extra safety measures instead of just jumping headfirst into everything. I also really love Terraria's music. It's quite nice to listen to. It's kind of spooky, but like calming at the same time. Oh, here's another type of ore. I believe this is tungsten? Yeah, though I haven't played it in a while, so I was not too sure. Oh, another thing is I believe all slimes are aggro in this biome, even before I attack them. So I kind of just attack first so they can't get close to me. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys saw, but right before I got the tungsten, I actually broke Shiverthorn, which is the herb that grows in this biome. So that's kind of cool, because I can use it for more potions. Ooh. I thought I was gonna fall. I didn't realize there was this area here. What is that? Is it a bird statue? I believe it is. I guess I'll take it. a seagull statue. That's kind of cool. Oh, and I ran out of torches because I'm pressing shift and nothing's happening. So that's quite inconvenient. I'm gonna make these into ice torches just to stick with our theme. Oh, and I can't because I ran out of ice. Well, luckily there's ice pretty much everywhere, so that won't be a problem. I want to keep the aesthetic, you know, to make sure it's all cohesive. Okay, perfect. Now we have more torches. And we go deeper into the cabin. I almost said dungeon, but that's actually something else. I think flaming arrows do more damage since they're ice, so I think maybe the fire they're less resistant to, though I'm not too sure. Oh gosh. And I'm just getting my ass handed to me by these guys. Ooh. Die. Not me, please. Oh gosh, I just missed so many shots. It's okay. I did just drink my last health potion, so that's a little bit intimidating. Now that I have to go do this alone. But it's all good. If I die, it's not too big. Ooh! Is this like a Reaper statue? Yep. If I die, it's not too big of a deal since... I don't know, I'm kind of nonchalant with how you die in Terraria, just because you can always find your way back, especially with like the big X's on the maps of where you died. Speaking of that, look how much we've explored. It doesn't look that much if you zoom all the way out, but if you zoom like here, that's pretty impressive. And I just took fall damage. Oh, okay, so I just see a little a little railroad cut, which is always cool because you can hold it, and then I shift so I can have light, and then you just zoom. And it's quite nice for fast travel. I could actually like break up all these railroads like in Minecraft and then just like use them for my own transportation system. Oh, so that ended nowhere. I'm gonna go the other way. Or I honestly just leave them because it's quite easy to make them. It's just wood and some ores, so I kind of just leave them where they are since I don't feel like the hassle of breaking all of them up. So here's the other side. Hopefully there's something cool on this side. Though it's probably going to end sooner than the other side. Yep, here it is. Okay, oh, there's some rubies up ahead. Whoops, that's slowing. I'm trying to remember the coordinates still. The controls. I actually did not know how to get out of that, so I should probably look that up eventually. Yeah, so here's some rubies and some amethysts, which are pretty cool because I can use them to make, gem trees, which are like saplings and gems, and then they'll actually grow these gem trees that will break like trees, but they'll give you gems. Those actually spawn naturally, but I just haven't seen any yet. I may not be deep enough. There's quite a lot of ore. Like I see some tungsten and some copper, but I'm kind of just passing by it since I think there's gonna be better loot and like chests and stuff. Ooh, that's an amethyst. I guess I'll hop on the minecart a little bit just to see. Ooh. And then how do you get off? Oh, that was it. I think it's E. Oops, sorry. It's a bit flashy since I keep toggling the torch on and off. Ooh. I wonder if it's nighttime and there's a ruby. I should probably go back home soon, just because I don't want this video to get too long. I'd rather you guys have it in like digestible mini chunks of videos. So, oh, okay, so 1 minute, I'm in water. to the right of me on that screen is that spooky purple ore. That's actually demonite. So that's an ore that kind of spreads and will spread the corruption as well. And it kind of sucks because you don't know where it spawns. It kind of just spawns randomly in your world somewhere. Oh, and there's another mine shaft. So the demonite spawns in your world somewhere, and you don't know where it is, and it'll slowly start spreading the corruption even further. And I saw an ice bat, which are kind of a nuisance. Oh yeah, so E gets you off the minecart if you're like me and just forgot how to do that. Oh, Pixie! Okay, wait. So that's actually pretty good. I was gonna attack him, but he's actually a friendly. So they lead you to where some cool treasures, so I'm actually gonna follow them. Oh, and they're just leading me to some copper, which isn't the best, but I'll still get it, thank them. Oh, is he leading me to copper? Oh, no, he's leading me to a chest. I see it. He's illuminating a little bit. But I thought he was just going to give me some copper, and I was like, thanks, but no thanks. But no, he's giving me an ice chest, which is really cool. Hopefully there was a magic mirror or a ice skate in there. Oop, there he goes. Thank you, friend. So yeah, I think I'm gonna grab this ice chest and then the chandelier and decorations and stuff, and then head back home. Just to see if it's nighttime, and then maybe check on my trees a little bit before logging off for today. Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna break this just to be a little bit more suspenseful. And now, boom! Okay, yes, so these are the flurry boots. So these aren't the ice skates, but they're still pretty good. Because now that I put them on here, you can actually see like the little sprite now. I can run faster than I could before, so that's always nice. And then we just got more recall potions, which means I don't feel too bad about doing that. And then, oh gosh, it's nighttime already. Okay, so that means we were away a little bit longer than I thought. But that's okay. So we got a nice little bit of loot going on right now. I'm quite happy with the haul. So I'm just gonna make all my money and then sort. Okay. So I just wanted to thank you guys again if you're watching this video, just for hanging along and watching my Terraria journey. So if you guys like this video, I'll probably be posting more every couple days or so, just because I kind of have been in a Terraria mood and I'm excited to play. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you later.